Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Film Fan 108 here, and another episode of Netflix Nights, number 2, where I talk about movies that I have not seen before, either through streaming platforms or through the Netflix disc service that I get. And I got my next disc from Netflix, and it is the wonderful movie of Pieces. Yes, Pieces from 1982. Good year, by the way. Very good year. So let's see what the synopsis is from the good old people over at Netflix. See what it says. It says, a psychotic serial killer armed with a chainsaw terrorizes a college campus, collecting body parts from each of his victims to create a human jigsaw puzzle. Detective Bracken and partner Mary Riggs work with student Kendall to identify the killer. The long list of suspects includes a creepy dean, an anatomy professor, and a maintenance man. It's unrated, and an hour and 25 minutes. So, what do I think about Pieces? It's just okay. You know, I had heard a lot about this movie through people where they're like, oh, Pieces is, this great little horror gem. And I'm big in horror movies. I love horror movies. And so for me, okay, I want to check it out. I want to see what it's all about. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to put it on Netflix, because I tried actually going on some of the streaming platforms to look it up. Tried Amazon Prime, tried the Netflix streaming service, and nobody had it. And so I was like, okay, I guess I just got to put it on my disc service to kind of watch it. The movie to me feels like a cash grab. Honestly, it really does. And it just feels like standard fare. It feels like, this typical killer stalking, good-looking women and killing them. The only difference here is that he's taking body parts for like this jigsaw puzzle of a woman that he puts together. Is it his version of a perfect woman? Is it somebody that reminds him of his mother? We really don't know, to be honest with you. They don't explain it. They don't delve into it. And they don't even really delve into the whole thing of the killer. Because, yeah, you get to find out who the killer is, but to me, like, there's no explanation of why is he doing what he's doing. Yeah, you don't always need an explanation for these things. I think Halloween does a really good job. The first one, with no explanation. Just, he is what he is. He's a killer. But with this, it's almost like the mother was the cause, a la Psycho. But they don't go there. They don't give any sort of backstory or an explanation to it. You have that scene in the beginning with him and his mother, and she's sort of berating him a little bit, and she's, I hate this stuff, and look at this puzzle you have, and I hate it, and she's gonna throw it all away. And is that the turning point, or was the turning point before that, and it's kind of been building and building, or where's the motivation? There's no motivation here, and that's really the problem, or one of the problems. I thought the kills were decent. It's standard horror fare in the 80s kind of stuff, slasher kind of kills. Nothing really inventive, I would say. As far as the okay, I'll get it right out of the way. This movie must be like, they must have lip synced this movie, like American actors over foreign actors, because the lip syncing in this movie is so terrible. And maybe that's part of the charm, actually. Maybe it's part of the charm. For me, not so much. It's not really a charm thing. It's more of like, it's not very good. Honestly, it's not. I talked about in my Blu-ray pickups Evil Ed. And I think that's a movie that actually benefits really well from the dubbing and the lip syncing, because I think they do a pretty good job in Evil Ed. Here they don't do it, and I don't know whether they just couldn't do a very good job, syncing everything up, or whether they just didn't give a damn. I'm leaning towards number 2, but yeah, it's it's not that great with the lip syncing. It kind of sucks. A couple of the characters, the Kendall character, he's a pretty decent character. Problem is, you don't know anything about him. They have really no backstory for him except for he's a ladies' man. That's it. And I don't really understand even why he's a ladies' man. They don't really even go into that anyways of like, why him specifically. Why he's like the ladies' guy. I don't know. They didn't really delve into that. There's a whole bunch of dudes at this college, probably people that maybe, probably better looking than that dude, and he's getting the chicks. Hey, good for that guy, But I wrote some notes down, crazy enough. The Mary Riggs character is not really much of a character. She's really not. She's kind of like this character that has to come in order to advance the plot. But she does really nothing in the movie. I mean, you would think maybe she would help catch the bad guy, or she would do something. No, she basically was there to, almost be a victim. There was no really strength to the character, and I'm somebody who really likes strong female characters, and there's a ton of them from the 80s who have that quality. She's not one of them, and that sucks, because they had a real opportunity with that character to say, okay, she's a little older, she's a little more mature of a character, she's gonna come in here, she's gonna go undercover, she's gonna help catch the bad guy, and she really doesn't. She does it through, basically being drugged and killed. Well, actually not killed, but almost being killed. As far as the plot behind who the actual killer is, because it's kind of like a whodunit. It's kind of like, okay, did this guy do it? Did that guy do it? Maybe this guy did it. I thought that was pretty good. I didn't expect the guy that ended up being the killer. I thought it was one of the other people. So that sort of was pleasantly surprised. I like that. I thought, okay, it's not, okay, it could be this guy, but then it chooses to be the other one. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't see it coming. So, either bad on me or good for the movie. Also, just looking at my notes real quick, it's, like I said, it's standard fare at the end of the day. The 80s is such a huge decade for the horror genre. And there were so many copycat movies, so many ones that kind of just rode off the backs of other movies. Pieces is one of those movies. It doesn't reinvent the horror genre. It doesn't really even bring anything new to it. It just kind of is there for your enjoyment. And like I said, it's just okay. You're not gonna, like I said, watch Halloween, watch all the other better slasher movies out there than you're going to get with this. This is sort of like you have the A tier, and then you have the B tier, and then you have the C tier, and this is kind of like in the C tier area. A little lower, but it's right there, where it's like, okay, I've seen all these movies, now I'm getting down to these types of movies, where, they don't look like they're cheapo movies, but they're not the most original movies, and they've rode on the backs of other ones that are far superior. That's what Pieces is. I can still see why people love the movie. I can still see why people, want the Blu-ray and go out of their way to buy it. I can see that. I don't know if I would buy this movie. It's not something I'd probably buy, but I get why it's something that people like. It's exploitation. And, being somebody who's, getting more into the exploitation stuff, I can see the appeal to it. So for me, I don't fault anybody for liking it. It's just standard, middle of the road fare. So that was my Netflix disc review of Pieces. My Netflix Nights review of Pieces, number 2. So thank you for watching. Comment down below if you like the movie or what your thoughts on the movie are. And I know there's 2 Blu-rays out, one from Arrow and one from, I think, it says on the disc here, where was it? Oh, Grindhouse releasing. Which is the better release? If somebody like me was going to pick it up, which one would be the better one to buy? And if you like what you see, subscribe and you'll get more of it. Alright? Thank you guys, and hopefully I'll be back soon for Netflix Nights number 3. Whichever movie it happens to be. It'll be a surprise. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Have a good one.